Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to start looking at Starlink. You will notice that I've got a Generation 2 actuated version here. There are newer versions available, flat mounted, as well as the Mini now. However, I believe that this is the best fit for a van life person. Certainly for ourselves. However, others may disagree. I believe it comes down to the package you have, more so than the receiver unit that you have. We do already have 4G in the van. This is to complement that and also work where the 4G will not. We have had incidences in Scotland, etc., where we had no signal at all from the 4G, and we believe this would be the solution. And while there are claims that the newer panels will work better, I'm not totally convinced on that yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and prove that actually this version with the right package will actually do better than the later versions. I'm going to conduct a couple of different tests. And whilst I've seen tests online, I wanted to basically prove for myself what was going to be the best setup. So we are here in Wales, down just outside Cardigan Bay, and currently there is no 4G on our router. So what better time to hook up the Starlink and see how it performs. Okay, let's do a speed test. So 72 meg down, 15.4 megs up with a ping of 48. So there we go. That's a quick test in Wales where the 4G isn't working particularly well. We've done some tests on our phone and the best we could get was 13 meg up and 2 meg down, and absolutely nothing on our router, with the Starlink doing over 100 meg down and about 15 meg up. So a substantial difference. Now we haven't gone for the standard residential pack. We've actually gone for one of the commercial roaming packs. This is a sponsored video. We got this from FreedomSat, who are based in Hayden Island. They are one of the partners of Starlink. So rather than going through the Starlink's general website, we actually went to them and spoke to them directly. We did purchase a unit ourselves, however they did provide us with the connection so that we could test it out for use in this video. And I will leave links in the description so you can go and pick up a connection from them. They are a chosen partner of Starlink and they are officially connected on their website. And that concludes our test in Wales. The next set of tests will be done at an event where there'll be other people using Starlink. And what happens when it gets too many people on Starlink? It gets crowded and you do experience slowdown. Whilst we're on a commercial connection, most of the other people there will only be on the residential roaming package. So therefore, they should potentially be capped before we are. It'd be interesting to see how they perform alongside one another. In the interest of when it comes to power, we're currently running this through the inverter on 240 volts, and it's only drawing at just over 60 watts. It's not even denting the battery. Our solar system is easily keeping up with this. In time, we do plan to switch over to a 12 volt conversion. So we're here at Van Life Eats this morning and the weather's not exactly been the best. So a lot of people are still in their vans and using their internet connections, whether it be 4G or Starlink. There are a number of people here with Starlink, so it's going to be interesting to see what speeds they manage to achieve compared to ourselves. I have just spoken to a friend of mine who is going to run some tests at the same time as we are, and then we're going to see what the results look like. So let's run some tests. Oh, well, that's the test done. Now to go down and have a little chat with Shay, who's been running the test at exactly the same time as myself, and let's compare results. So we're now down with Shay. We're going to compare the results from our Starlink to his. So
the test that we did at 14 to 45 was 35 megs down and 19.3 up.
And what was your latency?
The latency was 20.
Oh, interesting. So we had 138 down and 23 up with a latency of 35.
Okay, that's not far out, is it?
No, that's not so bad.
And then the second test we did.
Yep, the 1448.
The 1448, I had 68 megs down.
Yep.
And 19.2 up with a 24 millisecond latency.
Okay, and we had 149 down and a 29 up with a latency of 32. So my latency is pretty stable.
You are stable on that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the actual speed differences are quite noticeable.
They are, yeah, absolutely. That's interesting. Considering the amount of money you're spending
Yeah, as a comparison.
in comparison, but you've definitely got obviously the priority, haven't you?
Yeah.
Over me.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nice test, that one.
So that proves that looking at the difference between the standard roaming and the priority packages, etc. So ours is the corporate package rather than the standard roaming, but it's definitely noticeable, the difference.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
And here we have the final results. Comparing all three alongside, it definitely shows some benefits to be on the commercial package over the standard roaming package. Even though the Mini was on a corporate package like we were, with 229 on the first result, it did drop significantly down to 75 on the second. With us being on Generation 2 at 138 and 149 respectively, it's certainly a lot closer than that scored by the Mini. These results are very interesting, and I would be keen to know what sort of speeds you're experiencing yourselves. If you would be kind enough to include them in the comments below so we can compare results. This concludes our test for now on how fast Starlink is in comparison across the packages. We do have more Starlink content coming in the distant future, with accessories, configuration and options exist in the market, or ways in which to make Starlink work better for you, either while remote or at home. If you did enjoy the video or found it helpful, then please do hit the like button. Also, don't forget to add any questions or comments below, including the speeds that you receive from your Starlink. Also, don't forget the subscribe button and notification bell here when this video goes live. See you in the next video.